is up, Dodgers Nation? I think we're live. I think you can hear us. I think you can see us. What is going on?
Nope.
I'm Clint. I'm Fat Ryan Gosling. Over there is Kevin. That is not Fat Ryan Gosling.
Nope.
Mr. Gary Lee on the guitar. This is a song called Freebird. We are Dodgers Nation. We are the Blue Heaven Podcast, as you guys saw in that beginning intro. And it is a lovely Thursday night, off night. How are we all feeling, gents?
I'm feeling pumped.
Somebody has their volume on. Your volume's on your laptop.
I'm guessing that's
we sound. Hey, it
Mr.
sounds
Gary
like we
Lee
sound
over here.
good. Let us know if we don't sound good. I guess in the comments.
Let us know in the comments below. Smash that like button
I
if
have-
we sound terrible.
Damn it, I'm like the only IT support here, damn it.
Apparently,
There we go.
I'm getting a we're not loud enough. So I'll go ahead and let me make a tiny adjustment for you.
We got a sup cruck.
Yeah. What's going on, Nick?
AJ, it is me. We don't all look alike.
AJ,
Damn.
you've met Gary.
Wait, has he met Gary?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has. I saw him get
Yeah.
his
I-
hand.
No, I know.
I was right there when.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
I saw AJ take a 95-mile-an-hour fastball off of his hand from off the bat.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
AJ, does your hand still work? I'm just curious.
Let
Let us know in the comments below.
Mash that heart button for AJ's hand. So
So right now we're actually watching the ALCS game. We're watching the Boston-Houston game, which, look, I don't like either of these teams, but I really hate Houston.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's nice
reasonable.
to see them getting their asses kicked.
yeah. I'm gonna keep adjusting the sound, make sure that it works. So if it's really bad, let us know.
Hey, David Ginzo, they look unstoppable because they're playing the Astros. Wait till they play the Dodgers.
Yeah,
And they're
you
gonna
know
look
what?
even more
I don't think anybody. Again, this is a Dodgers show. We are Dodgers Nation. Wait. But I mean, how about the Red Sox?
Yeah, they
The
look
best team in baseball won.
somehow is going to get to the World Series. I don't know how that happens. Mind blown, guys. That would actually be it would be surprising though, because you always have some random team that like is an upstart that you don't think is going to get to the World Series that does. And the last 3 years, it was the Cubs, the Dodgers, and now the Red Sox, who are likely to get to the World Series that were clearly the best team in baseball that season.
And I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that too, because I feel like
I
you
want
get
the good
that-
teams to win.
Yeah, that's the weird thing about baseball is you get that in other sports like basketball. The best team pretty much always wins the championship. You can't really hide it, but like in baseball, it doesn't always happen. I'm sorry, the Cardinals, what was it in 2006 or whatever, did not deserve to win the World Series. I'm sorry,
But hashtag grit.
yeah, it's
and
true.
Hashtag let's throw in shadows.
That's true.
And
That's
any
true.
other terrible takes that Smoltzy has used this postseason. Let's go ahead and mash that unlike button for John Smoltz, by the way.
We gotta. Do you think our Dodgers can hit Sale? I will say, I think they could hit Sale and full price.
Full price.
Full price.
I see what you did there.
You like
You know
what I'm
what?
saying?
You know what?
Yeah, yeah.
That's a coin for Clint Evans. So
You're welcome.
AJ says to ask your mother.
Yeah,
how
I
his
saw
hand
that.
is doing.
I
Thanks.
will. Thanks, AJ. My mom's dead. I appreciate. No, she's not. I'm just kidding.
She's a nice fellow. We all appreciate her on occasion. So Paul says, "Let's go Boston." What's going on? Who's got Gary? Aren't you supposed to be helping?
But yeah, I'm giving shout outs over to Nick Grant. He's not ruling out the Shostros. That's his.
You want to
Best
talk
I can.
into the mic?
Oh,
Yeah. Let's.
that's how this works.
This is his.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, I thought
This is his first show.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah.
He's
He's
very
learning
nervous.
the magic of video.
I'm trying
Hey,
to read
remember that
Facebook
time you gave
and
me that
Twitter.
bat? How do you think? Hey, I have to check Facebook. I still kind of go through Periscope. I have
How
to
does
check
Greg
YouTube.
Bergman do this?
I check it on Twitter, all while managing Clint Evans on the other side.
That's a good point.
Shout out, Mr. Evans. That's at Diamond Hoggers. But yeah, what do you guys want to talk about? You know, what's on
Ooh.
your guys' mind outside of Chris Sale? Because let's look now. We still have one game to win. We have two chances to win one game, and we can go back to back, undisputed National League champs.
That's true.
It's your boy.
Okay, couple questions. One was how is Bergman doing, and two, can we go over the alleged Houston cheating situation?
Bergman
Rest in
might not
peace.
make it.
We loved you.
Did
You
Betts
were
just
a
catch
great
that
man.
ball to show
I-
that he should have caught it yesterday?
I haven't
Yeah.
I haven't checked on. I don't think we've checked on Bergman today, but he was alive and well in our internal chat group. I'm sure somebody should send him some chicken soup. I hear it's good for the soul.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. Chicken Soup for Dummies, also a fine book.
Oh, just real quick, Mike Hernandez, we're not talking the Boston matchup. We were talking about just Boston doing real well right now against Houston.
They've really upped their game. I mean, granted, like we've talked about, off the air, if you will.
Yeah.
The Astros are banged up. They are not a very healthy team going this. You got Altuve, the poor little fella. He couldn't even suit up to play second base because his legs are just so bad. Correa has had a bad back for most of the season.
True. Very true.
They've surprisingly, they've been able to get this far on pitching, and it's been nice. But we'll see it next year potentially.
Yeah. That's. I mean, you're seeing Verlander not necessarily implode, but just making mistakes, and Boston's making him pay for it. Also, Houston hasn't been able to cheat the last 3 games, so they're that's not good for them.
Security caught them.
And by the way, before we get into the other question, which is about the cheat gate, about camera gate, them channeling their inner Bill Belichick in the streams. Go ahead, Periscope, Instagram. Oh, not Instagram. I always got to say that, but let us know where you're from. Give us your area code shout out. I see a 614. I see an Idaho in the house. What's going on, Idaho? What else we got? We got some Dodgers Nation Rise. That's right. I love it.
Yeah.
Nick has a
Jonathan
good one.
Talent. He wants a shout out.
Okay.
So he wants you to say hi. And plus,
you just did.
Yeah, and then FRG, Clint wants you to acknowledge Cody Bellinger. That's one.
You know what? So, Mr. Evans, we want you to know before we get to the other question about Deflategate 2018. So we just recorded our podcast, the official Dodgers Nation podcast. Let's go ahead and hold on, wait. I got to do this, but I also got to make sure the music doesn't come back on because I did that. And also, we're not a live stream about to start shortly, but we do record every single Tuesday, and they come out every Wednesday, except for when it's playoff time. But I'm pointing at the camera, even though we're not on at that point.
Yeah,
it's harder. I need another mouse, guys. Send me a mouse. It's P.O. Box Gary's house. What were we talking about?
Shout outs.
People
are giving.
We were talking to that.
Giving out zip codes, not area codes. You gotta tell them to give area codes.
Area codes, the 3 before your phone number, and then give us your bank information.
Zip code. 90604.
Yeah, seriously, I got right here, right? 90660 for Pancho Ayala.
Oh, that's Pico.
So recording the podcast today. We had on friend of the show, NBC4 LA's whatever,
Michael Duarte.
Dr. Michael Duarte, because that's MD if you're nasty.
Because he's the doctor of SoCal sports.
He's gonna love that. But we had some good chats, including stuff about Bellinger in there. Belly is he's a concern. He's weighing on all of our hearts and souls. But you know what? Hopefully he can kind of pull it together for one more win in Milwaukee. If not, we riot.
Yeah.
We riot at Gary's house.
Yes. Everybody come to Gary's house.
Here in DNHQ.
Yes.
So, Deflategate. Bill Belichick's camera gate.
So Belichick now is he's a scout for the Astros, apparently, Bill Belichick.
It feels and it seems that way. I don't think anybody's surprised, especially a team like that is so they're 150% knee deep into the analytics side of it.
Yeah,
that's all they care about is the analytics. 150. That's for Gary Bergman. Hunted, if he's still alive. Greg Bergman.
Gary Bergman.
Yes.
Greg Lee. Is that who we're talking about?
Greg Lee.
Have we just morphed them into two?
I see it. I see the let's get a shout out. Oh, Mike, my friend Mike Hemmy's back. He says, "What up, Matt Stairs?" Hey, am I Matt Stairs or am I John Kruk? You guys let us know in the comments.
What
to
I
the
call
side.
you, Bill? No, is it Ben?
You tagged me as Bill Maher.
Oh, yeah, Bill Maher.
But Bill Maller.
Ben Maller.
Ben Maller. Yeah.
For
any of you,
he doesn't bring
any of you that are sports radio fans, you probably know who Ben Maller is, and I think he's on Fox Sports Radio right now. But apparently when he was fat, he looked a lot like FRG over here. So
wait, I look when I was fat. Very confused.
Back when you were fat.
So Joseph is giving his home address away. I don't think we need that. We got Elk Grove. We got the 805. But I don't know. What do you think? What are the thoughts on that? And
I mean,
Spygate.
It's not surprising. There's been a lot of weird stuff coming from Houston and from the Astros organization recently. they were fine with getting a notorious domestic abuser.
Yeah.
We had Gurriel last year with the real racist gesture towards Yu Darvish.
The spin rate story.
There's spin rate issues. Yeah. Are they juicing? What's going on? So this doesn't shock me. They're kind of a we will do anything to win.
Yeah.
The ends justify the means type of organization. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's like 100% true. The MLB has officially today said like they believe the Astros BS excuse, which is fine. But I think this is going to pop up again pretty soon. Just like Deflategate, they swept it under the rug for like a week, and then after the Super Bowl, it all came back out, and we were hearing about it 3 years later. So,
I mean, just at MLB with a bunch of angry. I mean, we had to suffer through a 2:00 game, and again, bravo to you guys, Dodgers Nation, getting out to the game, 54,502 strong.
Yeah, well done.
That was beyond awesome. You guys actually, you know what? Enough people showed up where Smoltz didn't have to talk shit.
That's true.
Just saying. Sorry, talk soup.
Talk soup.
Chat shit. That's
I
what
didn't
I
catch the game, post game or anything like that. But did Kike say anything about the crowd?
Oh, you mean you didn't catch the post game hosted by me and Clint Evans yesterday?
No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
You were there.
Huh?
You were there.
I didn't remember you guys talking about it. We weren't
No, we weren't talking about that.
Nothing. Nobody asked him the question.
No.
Does anybody know?
Everybody's kind of over.
Well, he did his walk up song. His batter song was Sorry by Justin Bieber.
Yeah, that was really good.
Pretty brilliant.
Okay.
I love Kike.
Yeah.
I saw a good question, unless it's too far gone. And it's too far gone. I'm sorry, but let's see. We got East Los in the house. What's going on, Chewy? 714 OC. How about them Angels, huh? 714. Am I right? Oregon,
Angels.
Idaho representing our friend Nick Stocks, friend of the show. Bestest pal of John Kruk for sure. Yucaipa, California. I'm sorry, Armando, that you're there, but we respect you and we love you as a Dodger fan. Fontana.
Ooh, Fontucky.
202 DC, man.
Wow.
You're up late, my friend.
Yeah,
you
no
are
kidding.
up late. Arriba, los Dodgers. Sí, Pancho, sí.
See.
Tina G-Man on Facebook was reminding us about Yu Darvish tipping pitches, and Astros took advantage of that too.
Yeah.
So I don't know the unwritten rules.
If someone's tipping pitches,
I don't
you can't
feel like,
steal signs.
I don't feel like either of you
pitches.
guys are on Periscope, so I better go to Periscope.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
I am on Periscope.
I think it felt like everybody was on Facebook, so we're sorry, gang. Wait, why is it saying like we're not live? I don't know. You guys let us know.
No, we're live. We see it.
Let us know if we're live on Facebook on Periscope.
Yeah.
Obviously, we are very professional. This is not a
what we
dog
do
and
best.
pony show.
It's an off day.
Yeah, it's off day. We're doing it different. We don't have the lead architect of all things tech savvy, which is Greg Bergman. He knows how to do all of this just spot on. But we're getting a bunch of hearts. Thanks. I see the love.
That.
I see the love over there on Periscope side.
It's because I took off my glasses, so now I'm actually handsome. So
but he can't read.
But I have no idea where the camera is.
He's going to. Wait, I know what to do, guys. Don't worry. Talk amongst yourselves. I don't need to run everything.
No, you do.
Okay. So how about them Dodgers?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk. Let's actually talk a little bit about about Game 3 first of all. So Game 3, FRG and I were both at.
And we lost terribly.
Didn't go so well. No, didn't go so well. However, there was one. No, I'm absolutely terrible at. Just
Boo
FYI.
that man.
I'm not going to any more games in the
I am
playoffs.
not giving any more tickets.
Again,
unless I get a ticket for free, then I'll.
That
go.
is at Kev is your friend.
At Kev is your friend on Instagram and Twitter. So it wasn't a great game. There was one positive to take away was that I did have a barbecue Dodger dog with the pulled pork on top. It was really good.
He didn't even eat in his seats.
Nope.
What a not fan. He didn't even drop his onions on the fan.
Absolutely
in front of him.
not. I went and
Rude.
I stood at the table and watched the game on the TV over at the bar up in the where were we? The Loge?
No, we were reserved.
Oh, we were reserved. Okay,
Yeah.
so we were way the hell up there, but it was still
we
good
don't
seats.
get those fancy the fancier free seats.
No, Gary doesn't love us enough to give us like real fancy dugout club or anything
Well,
like
I was
that.
promised better seats by Senti News, the video highlights providers on DodgersNation.com.
Mm-hmm.
So
DodgersNation.com.
Is that a site about the Dodgers?
What about DodgersNation.com/shop? You can get this awesome, before he was old and decrepit now, Matt Kemp shirt.
Hey, that shirt sold really well in the first half of the season.
This is a good shirt.
Yeah.
So, a Raider fan 99 says we need to re-sign Machado.
All right.
You know
Well,
what?
we can't. Here's the thing, though. We're still in the playoffs, so we can't really re-sign or not re-sign anybody right now.
They can negotiate it. They could give him an extension. They could offer an extension. I want to know, what do you feel? Let's get the pulse of Mr. Gary Lee.
Yeah. Owner of the Dodgers, Mr. Gary Lee over here.
Hey, you guys put me on the spot.
Come on, Mark Walter.
I like Corey Seager.
Yes.
And
he's a very pretty man.
Very pretty man.
Mr. Steal Girl.
Yeah.
Also, DodgersNation.com/shop.
Machado is not been the most impressive from what I heard coming from Baltimore. He was supposed to.
He's Mr. Step on your foot.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm on the side of I wish he would represent the boys in blue a little bit better. The grabbing, the first slide into second, covering his head, fine. The second one where he grabs shortstop's leg,
Arcia's leg,
that was too obvious. And then afterwards, it's just stepping on Aguilar's leg.
Yeah.
It just, I feel he can do better. And this is after all the hustling questions too.
Yeah.
And people think the hustling questions are just brand new. This has been an issue.
This is his career.
Months.
He's a dude who's never had to try so much.
He's so wildly talented.
Or Hershiser was giving him crap on, during the games. And
again, it's a bad look. It's an embarrassing look for the organization that this season alone benched its reigning rookie of the year for not hustling a triple into a double.
Yeah,
or hustling a double into a triple, which was still, I mean,
it was the first series of the year, right?
First away series of the year, and
there had to be something deeper than that, though.
He just didn't like a lot. He didn't like a lot of what he saw out of Bellinger earlier in the year, but then you look
Cody's
at
a kid. You need to
all of the free passes, and I know you'd agree. He just seems like he's gotten so many free passes. Has Machado?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Well, I mean,
because
that's
you
the
have
thing.
to re-sign him. You gotta.
You're looking exactly. He's a free agent. You're looking to re-sign him. He's a superstar, and I know a lot of people because he didn't hit 40 home runs after the All-Star break when he got here, but even so, he's been huge for the Dodgers.
We wouldn't be here without him.
No, we wouldn't be in the playoffs. We wouldn't be where we are.
Offensively, and defensively.
Yeah, and he has been very good defensively, but there have been little issues. I will say I was mildly annoyed by the Aguilar collision, but at the same time I'm more in the middle on this because I don't think Machado should have run into him, but I also am annoyed at Aguilar for taking up half the goddamn base.
He's a big man.
He's a big man.
He's a lot of boy.
But when you play first base, you know how to put your foot on the bag. You keep your toe on it, you keep your heel up. You don't put your heel halfway over the damn bag. So that was kind of ridiculous, and I get the frustration that Manny was feeling at that time too because he wasn't having
a good game.
He wasn't having a good game. He wasn't hitting. He had hit into 2 double plays already. You get frustrated, and he can be an emotional player. But we also saw the opposite side of that emotion and that hustle when he ran from second base to score the winning run in 13 innings and then was just exuberant and jumping all over the place, and you just saw the excitement all over the guy's face. So I get it. You kind of have to take the good with the bad.
There's a right way to play with passion. I think Puig exemplifies that.
Yeah, but a lot of people would tell you Puig plays steroids.
Everybody else,
he's the opposite.
They're the ones that get their narratives all twisted by East Coast media.
Yeah.
Like he's an absolutely fun player to watch.
He is.
Makes you. Clint Evans said it. He makes you smile. He makes you laugh. He makes you want to watch the game. My 6-year-old loves it when he's doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
And, I want my son to understand how to play with passion.
Yeah.
So
what are the best flavors of bat?
I think
I asked the hard-hitting question.
Yeah,
he didn't know. He didn't know.
Yeah, he was like,
he didn't.
Bamboo. I think he said bamboo.
Pine.
Pine tar is no good.
So you're talking about how it's kind of a both-sided attack about going back to Aguilar versus Machado there in the foot. So Starkness01 on Twitch says talking about Aguilar was hogging the base as first baseman.
Would we say he was diamond hogging?
Turn off your mic. You're supposed to put your leg on the side of the bag. Also, if you're not defending Machado, I guess I meant that. No. Yet everyone defends Puig when he makes stupid decisions as well. Puig doesn't necessarily play dirty. He does play, but he does play and have an attitude problem. This is what I've been talking about. I've mentioned it now the last couple of podcasts in a row.
Yeah.
That Machado. We're teenagers right now. Machado is our bad boy phase. Like, he can change, or we can change him, or it's okay. He came rolling up in his pickup truck, and our dad rolled outside with a shot. I guess now it's turning into a country song.
Yeah, this sounds like Tennessee.
I reckon.
I'm thinking, so
I need my spittoon. Mash that heart button if you think I need a spittoon.
He's the bad boy whose parents gave him the '65 Mustang his junior year of high school, and so he's rolling around in that
and
thing.
his grandparents also bought him a brand new Silverado.
Exactly.
You got to give him credit. You know, when he hit that home run, he went to go meet the kid. You could see the good side.
Oh, he's a good dude.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's
well spoken. He's a perfect candidate for a face of the franchise kind of player.
He's good and great for baseball. He's a good dude at heart. He's a phenomenal player, but as we've talked about, you know, he relies too much on his talent on occasion. You would like to see him hustle a little bit more. You know, those things aren't going to be there. Raul Mondesi comes to mind for me. His career was done at like 33, 34. You have to find a way to start changing it up and hustling. Like I've even looked at said about Puig in the past. Like I don't think Puig has a very long career if he continues playing a certain way. True. He does.
Yeah.
You know, the all-out players, but also, I mean, Puig's different. Obviously, he'll always hustle. He's never going to be 100% Chase Utley, but nobody's going to do that.
Yeah, no, Puig hustles like crazy. Yeah. But Puig's just he likes to have fun with it, so people. He still has the
mental lapses. That's the thing.
He does.
Like Cody he makes too. Mistakes. You know, you can tell still some of the youth in some of the players, and you know, Manny came up young. He's one of those dudes who never had to fight for a spot on the field. He was given it whatever he wanted to play.
Did you guys see that tweet about, I think it was Doherty, but I could be wrong. It's one of the beat writers.
Friend of the show.
Yeah,
friend of the show, Michael Doherty.
But I'm giving him credit because I don't know. But they said that Puig said that Manny's just slow. Manny is just a slow runner. He just looks slow. He looks smooth. You know, there's just those type of athletes that look so...
Yeah, he's not super fast.
Like, you know, he's sneaky... athletic, I guess.
And
that's actually him hustling. So I don't know. Puig said that he's not a fast boy, you know, and maybe that's just something that we have to live with, and he's never going to be fast.
Yeah.
So
my comp with Manny Machado is actually Adrian Beltre. So Adrian Beltre earlier in his career, he also a really young guy.
How dare you? Yes, go for it.
Also a really young guy when he came up, was immensely talented, kind of had a harder time putting it together. I feel like Manny was kind of initially just a superstar, but with Beltre though, there were questions about his effort pretty often early on, and you know, he was relying on that talent, which is why for a couple of years it was hard for him to put together a full season. He would either have a good first half and he'd fall apart in the second half, or vice versa. 2004 we saw him put it together for a whole season, and he should have won an MVP, to be perfectly honest.
With some mechanical adjustments and
adjustments, but he changed the effort too. You started seeing the effort from him. You saw that the rest of his career, he didn't just rely on his talent. He made adjustments, like what Justin Turner does all the time. He started putting in that effort as he matured, and I think we'll see that from Machado as well. You know, I think Machado just got married pretty recently, and he's likely there's going to be a kid or something on the way, I'm sure, within the next year. And a lot of times that, if you're not Puig, it calms you down a little bit. And it tends to get them to gets them to refocus on things.
That's a point.
I mean, this is a good team for him to re-sign with.
I would agree.
You know, and people are asking, okay, what if he signs? Where is he going to play?
Yeah.
You know, he could move to...
Well, that's what one of the question was. We had earlier talking about, it says Starkness saying, sign Machado, put Seager at second base to save his arm. It'll prolong his career. Seager is a top 3, top 5 shortstop in the game of baseball. Yeah. Machado became a good shortstop. You knew the bat was there. Became a good shortstop because of the Dodgers. He was terrible playing on a garbage organization as the Orioles, because they don't do any advanced scouting. Yeah. They don't look about defensive positioning and all that. And the Dodgers
grit.
#grit. But I don't like Seager at second. Granted, I mean, if you can end up having Seager, Machado, Turner's got what, another 2 years, 1 year in his contract, or whatever. As much as I don't want to say it, Turner's getting older.
What?
I know. As are we all. As it was my birthday yesterday.
Yay! Happy birthday!
Both of your birthdays. You guys have birthday months, so.
Well,
my birthday was the end of last month.
He doesn't count.
Yeah.
However, I'm going to the bar tonight, guys.
Happy birthday! Give him a happy birthday, everyone.
Gardens and Pico Rivera. Go do some karaoke with this guy here.
That's right, Pico Rivera. If you know what I mean. But I just don't like Seager at second base. This is Seager's team. He was the first in the line of the beasts.
Yeah.
And
here's my question though, because Seager is very much a team player. He's not going to be a guy that's like, no, I have to play here. No, I have to play there. We have him under team control for a while. What about if there was the possibility that Seager would be willing to move to first base?
How about catcher?
I like that.
No, you don't want.
No. We're moving Kike to catcher next year. Kike will catch next year.
Hashtag let Kike catch. But hold on, wait. We got breaking
let Kike
news.
Catch 2019.
Breaking news.
Go for it.
Greg Bergman is alive.
He is?
On Periscope. He said, so somebody asked him, are you really sick, friend? And he said, yep, I wouldn't miss posts unless I have to. He will be good tomorrow.
He's going to be good? Good.
Burgery Gregman. Burgery Gregman.
Remember, follow him. That's at Greg or at Bergman Greg or at Bergman Nation. Either one of those two on Twitter. You could follow Greg Bergman. And
what's going on, Tim? Hanford 559 representing on the YouTube side.
Nice.
And we have a note to get some good scotch to bring him back to life. The Bergman, that is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's very important.
I have a decent scotch collection, Bergman. So you come on over, I'll take care of you.
Yeah, he lives at 1234 Internet Street.
I do.
This is true.
Right there on Internet Street.
Let's see. You guys got anything else before I try to find something over here on this side? Because I've been looking.
Well, yeah. Let's see.
You were talking about.
Well, no, I was going to say since we're talking. My thought was potentially.
Thank you, Mike.
Seager moving to
first
base.
Happy birthday for Mike Hemme, friend of the show.
My thought was like Seager potentially moving to first base, which I think he absolutely could play. But then there's the thought that a lot of people want, and I know there's some mutual interest there of Nolan Arenado potentially being a free agent here soon.
Very soon, he could be available.
In a year.
Yeah,
after next season. Right?
I think it's after next season, right? 2019.
2019 is his final season.
Okay,
and I don't think they're going to lock him up.
No, I don't think they are either because I don't think he wants to be there.
Do you think he's the same maturity level as Machado? I mean, he has his own emotional issues.
Yeah, but he's also just wildly talented.
Oh, yeah.
Quick interjection. Longy Raider does point out that the Astros fans are very, very not happy.
It's beautiful.
It's kind of awesome. I kind of love Sable.
Yeah. Anyways, the guy goes going back.
Yeah, so
I haven't seen this many sad white people since Barack Obama's inauguration. So this is the tears sustained me.
And you know what?
We just lost all the viewers.
I do feel we did. Elizabeth here on Facebook does make me kind of realize and feel like we did. I would say trash Manny more a little bit than talk about the good. Granted, we ended on it, but still, it's just he's a good player. You would like to see a different level out of that guy, and I think that'll end Manny combo until the next one comes up.
Yeah, no, I like Manny. I hope we re-sign him.
Hey, Hall of Fame snub Alex Rodriguez here in the store. Oh wait, no, wrong A-Rod. We will win tomorrow, and that play with Machado will be forgotten. Good take.
I mean, honestly, it should be forgotten anyways because he's played really well these last 2 games, and we've won. We are one game away from back-to-back World Series, and as FRG and I were talking about earlier, the last time the Dodgers went to the World Series back-to-back was in 1977, 1978. We played the Yankees both years. So this is pretty historic. This is rare. This doesn't happen very often. I'm hoping we get a better result than we did in 77 and 78.
Reasonable.
But also we don't have to play Reggie Jackson, so that's helpful.
I mean, the fans just got to get pumped up because it's been 6 years of just build up. And it's the progression, and it's great, and it's finally time to just get over that hill.
Yeah.
So it's just...
Dick Mountain's going to take us up to the top.
Yeah, absolutely. I just don't want them to get spoiled with this and expect that we get back over there. And you see it on Twitter. Everyone's just prepping themselves for disappointment. But this is a real special year. I think we got really good starting pitchers.
The best this team has probably had ever. And Rick Honeycutt, who's been at the helm as the pitching coach for 12 years now.
Well, ever since he was until he was usurped by Chase Utley, who's our new pitching coach.
No, I'm honestly I'm calling Chase Utley for nailed it. Kobe.
LeBron dunked twice. That's what I heard. Any other updates on Lakers?
Somebody said racist.
Wow.
Same. That's all we got.
Fun.
So you talk about the decision to run this show against LeBron's debut at Staples Center?
Hey, we're not doing too bad.
In Portland, right?
Yeah, it's in Portland. This isn't the Staples Center one, so nobody cares about that one.
Yeah, nobody cares. You're watching this show.
Do you guys want to talk about LeBron when I'm about to make our big announcement?
Oh, we started talking too early.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, what is that? That's only a solo shot. Don't mean nothing. Scored. So this is a special-ish stream for the first time of us doing this and having the show and all that. Mr. Evans says I'm a good dude at heart. Debatable. So like I said and mentioned a couple of times, we have our show Blue Heaven, the official Dodgers Nation podcast, and let's throw that
finally there it is.
You got to do it right. Well. We are having a very special time here, a very special episode of Live in the podcast. We are going to actually go and record part of this live so you guys could hear your questions again in your radio ear holes on the podcast for however long we decide to go live. But I'll edit and do all that BS afterwards. So this is the official part of you guys being live. Give us your best questions for the podcast because we had a pretty damn good podcast.
And Gary, you were in charge of feeding us those questions.
Nope.
Will do. I'll do my best. I'm like on Twitter and Facebook right now. So
I know.
I'm just
Look at him.
my best to,
he's sweating. He's working.
I'm sweating. It's damn light over here. Who did this? Who did the set?
I think that was intern Lucas who's in charge of that.
Intern Lucas. We are now recording live. I'm going to fade right into that. Recording live of our live that'll be recorded on the podcast.
Yes.
That's how it works, right?
I think you're right.
All right. Go for it, producer man. Okay. We're waiting. He's typing.
I'm asking them if they have any questions.
See, I'm going to leave him. David Pumpkins in the house.
It's time for David Pumpkins.
Oh, man.
Damn it.
So these are all backwards for me. Let's see what else we got. Let Puig be Puig. Let him play. I agree. Good day from Australia. What's going on, Andrew?
Is Grandal going to ever play again as a Dodger?
If we want to win
hopefully
the championship, 1,000 billion% not. And this will be now yet another time I brought it up to you guys. And I want to ask you guys on the stream. So we know right now in the postseason, both catchers aren't really hitting, but you know what? Like big props to your boy Barnesy for getting that rally started and keeping Kershaw in the game, kind of almost sort of tying up the ball game, big time single. But for the greater part, both of them aren't necessarily hitting. I mean, Grandal has like one solo shot and all that.
Yeah.
Do you leave in a dude who might run into a home run here and there? Do you leave that dude in who might get you a double and is going to miss maybe 5 balls in a game? Or do you play a dude who's going to walk twice, not hit a lick, and stop everything to where your ace can feel like an ace again because everything he throws in the dirt is going to be blocked right in front of him?
Yeah, you have to go with the defense, especially in the playoffs.
What do they say? Defense wins championships.
Yeah, exactly. And with the stakes of the playoffs, or the ribs or the pork chops of the playoffs, you have to go with your defensive stopper, with your defensive catcher. You can't allow pass balls. We saw how much that bit the Dodgers in the ass in Game 1. That allowed rallies to continue. That allowed Kershaw to get rattled. I mean, you have to make your pitcher feel comfortable. You have to be able to stop wild pitches. I mean, at least as many as possible. Granted, Austin Barnes doesn't have the greatest arm, so you can steal bases on him.
A little bit.
But, again,
he's throwing a dude out.
Yeah, that's true. He did.
I think he threw out Kane, no? Or
no.
Yeah, no, it was Kane. He threw out Kane in the first inning after the challenge.
Did he throw out Kane? You let us know in the comments
and we're already getting a bunch on the stream. We're saying Barnes, there's no argument from Danos 5150.
Also, Barnes had a great at-bat where he hit that single. He shortened up. He was looking for his pitch. He was laying off of the off-speed breaking stuff.
And from that point, it just kind of felt like the complexion of that game. You know, everybody stopped. You know, like we talked about, you saw Muncy go try to just find some grass, poke it to a hole instead of trying to tank one out of the yard.
Yeah,
you don't need to do. You don't need to hit it to DNHQ here in South Pasadena. No, it's okay to find some grass.
Coming at you live.
Wait. There you go.
I took off my headphones. I can still hear that. That's amazing.
Yeah. That one, it's so loud in our ears, but it's not as bad on the recorded side, which is being recorded right here. You guys can hear yourself.
We are recording you right now on the Blue Heaven podcast, which you could find on iTunes, on Stitcher, on Spotify, on Player FM, on Google Play, or on DodgersNation.com/podcasts. Where you can go listen to us.
So there was a very, very, very important take. I believe it was from Zach Lee. I remember as much. But he wanted us to know, for those that don't habla Espanol, El Nino is Spanish for the Nino. I'm guessing he's going with the Chris Farley comp, which, thank you. That is the correct comp. First points awarded on this stream. Thank you.
Well done. Well done.
And Lola High from Southern Pasadena. She's in Southern Oregon.
Oh. Wow.
Southern Pasadena. Let's go ahead and give her
Southern Pasadena. I like that.
It's funny. We make fun of that. That's normally how we end our segments.
That's how we end our segments, yeah. That's how we know where to cut.
AJ Gonzalez, friend of the show, Dodgers Nation friend, says Josh Reddick is going to be crying in his MAGA hat.
Oh, man.
That's a point, too.
Well done, AJ.
You're a lot better. You know what? I'm very disappointed in AJ, though. We were recently having a conversation. where all of us were in full-blown agreement of the fact that the greatest Batman is Michael Keaton, hands down. Like, there's no other Batman. Don't make me have to unfriend you, too. You're throwing away 30-plus years of friendship right now.
I'm willing to do that.
I don't know.
Because
I'm okay with that.
Adam West. Adam mother effing West.
You know what?
Thank you.
You get a whip coin because you cheated. We're talking about real Batman. Movie Batman.
Hey, wait a minute. There was a Batman movie with him where he fought Joker and the Riddler and Catwoman and the Penguin, all of them together, where they have to walk. Him and Robin have to walk up on the side of a building with a rope thing. Come on now, Adam West.
Kev is your
That's
friend.
the movie where he's running around Santa Monica Pier with a bomb.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
For like 3 minutes.
The Bat Bong.
Yes.
What have I started? Charles says, I don't want to see Grandal start again until 2019 season. You will.
I've on
For the
Facebook
Brewers.
here, I've got some Adam West support.
That's reasonable.
Thank you. Thank you, Dave and Brian.
No, you're going to see Grandal starting for the Rockies. Money?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Yeah,
I think Grandal ends up on the Rockies next year for sure.
Mm-hmm.
They need a catcher really badly. And his... Fighting Sharks. And Grandal's power would play up in Coors Field.
Yes.
Because our power would play up in Coors Field. Anybody could hit 30 home runs on that goddamn field. But Grandal is an upgrade over what they have right now, for sure.
Oh, 100%. 100 billion %. So, friend of the show, Clint Evans.
Uh-oh.
He's trying to start beef here because he knows what's going to ruffle he knows what's going to grind my gears. You want to know what grinds my... He says... Cody doesn't have mental lapses. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me right now? How the actual dare you? That boy is full of mental lapses. He's like 90% mental lapses right now. Who else gets benched for not running out a triple?
Look, leave the guy alone. He is high 95% of the time. Cody Bellinger is stoned out of his mind.
Most of the time, I have to offer him. I have to bribe him on the field when he's doing bad or poorly or whatever. I say, "Hey, Cody, if you hit a home run, I'll pass you a blunt." So I do that.
He does turn around for that.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, wait." He's like, "Oh." I have a sound word for that. So go ahead and mash that. Everybody, go unfollow Diamond Hoggers for that.
Yeah, exactly. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet Bellinger is crushing Dodger dogs between every inning? Just stuffing his face.
Stick figure.
Holy crap! I think we've got a 4-3. No, we don't.
No.
Never mind.
No.
That was just really high. So someone asked about who is our
MAGA.
Who is our catcher 2019? And then Dave Ginzo just answered it with Real Muto. 100%.
So
What was your Real Muto trade for?
Are you
put
on
together
our
a
Slack channel?
trade.
He's on our Slack channel.
He doesn't pay attention to things.
Me?
No, I'm saying David Ginzo.
Oh,
He knows that we're talking about Real Muto the whole time.
So
Is he? God damn it, David.
He's not. But friend of the show. Hi, Bay. I see Bay joined.
I'm right here. What'd you say? What?
No, other Bay. Better Bay.
How dare you? How dare you have another babe with me?
Lady Bay.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Mrs. Kevin Lady Bay. What were we talking about? I don't remember anymore.
We're talking about Real Muto.
So my trade. I put together a trade proposal here.
You let us know what you think of this.
Some people aren't going to like it, but everybody should love it.
I hate it.
I can hate
How about
you.
the other side of this table?
I
can tell you, I
hate
hate
you.
it. So
I would throw my Lucky Brand jeans pencil at you.
How do we move the camera
we will
this
see
way?
how
so
many
we cut
hearts.
out this guy over here.
I want a package.
Giggity.
Period.
I would put together a package of Alex Wood and Caleb Ferguson to get the conversation started. Plus, you need to add in one more Major League outfielder, and I don't mean Major League ready. I mean currently big league outfielder. And no, we're not going to just throw them Kemp. It's not. That doesn't. You don't get to turn off fair trades in real baseball. I'm sorry.
Do we not get
MLB
to do that?
the show? But Puig is an option, but he's also almost a free agent.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
No Verdugo. You can't give up
No, you
Verdugo
can't give up
and
Verdugo.
Caleb Ferguson. But you have two solid, potentially frontline left-handed starting pitchers
You
to
cannot
lead
give
off
up
that
Caleb
package.
Ferguson.
Why not?
He's a middle reliever next year.
No, he's the starter.
No.
We have Julio,
Not
who's
yet.
who's kind of proven that
Yeah,
he
he's gonna
can
be the
be
starter.
very, very good starter.
He's
He's
be a
going to
starter.
be the starter.
Let's be realistic. As much as I kind of don't want it to happen, Kershaw's going to be back. You still have Stripling. You got to figure out. You have one more year of Hill.
You got to re-sign Ryu.
You got to re-sign.
Yes.
Ryu. I'm just going Ryu.
I'm going with Ryu.
OG Street Fighter, because I've been getting beef about it, even though
I've been filtering my Korean
the media's
friends
been saying all the time, or his people told the media it's Rue. Technically, I think it's Dieu. If you're trying to like be overly done,
because it's a heavy Korean accent.
Why do you got to bring up that fact?
They're cool.
So he can get away with saying it.
I can say it. I can say it. You got your little. I can't. The person. I forget. Move on.
That's
edit
Mr. Gary Lee.
Oh man. Anyways, that's how I get that package started to bring JT Realmuto, who some people might not know because Miami, but he's probably realistically the best catcher, both sides of the ball in the game of the sports ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And I think there's no reason for them to not go full court press to get him.
You have to. No, you absolutely have to. And that's the thing is you can throw in. And my addition to your trade was I like having Wood in there. Giggity. Mm-hmm. I like having Ferguson in there. But I would also even give them a Dennis Santana, a guy who's pretty close to major league ready.
But you really want to throw
be a starter.
3 pitchers at him then?
Well, that's my thought is if I think they
can't turn it down.
Yeah, they can't turn it down. That's the thing. You're making them an offer they can't refuse at that point. And
you know what our friend Ned Coletti says that minor leaguers are currency. That's all they are. They're just, you don't know what they are. They're basically currency.
Yeah.
And that's like me giving you $400 for that water bottle. That's
or
a
it's
lot.
Not.
Nope. That's my comp.
What happened to Farmer? What happened to your love for Farmer?
Oh, I love that guy. He's
but
not
a starting. He's on a block.
He's not a starting catcher or anything like that.
He's a guy that you play 9th inning or later.
He got straight the F up blacklisted by the Dodgers. He did something. No doubt. Yeah. He did something to somebody or somebody's dog or somebody's daughter.
If any of you have pictures of Kyle Farmer and Dave Roberts' wife, you let us know.
In the
comments below.
At us. That is podcast.
You post that below in this podcast.
So we have some people talking about Brian says Rue is wrong, and the next one AJ says in Japanese it's Rue. Pedro saying it's Rue. And then
but he's Korean.
AJ says he's Korean. So Michelle says, what about that? You know what you're avoiding. What are we avoiding, Michelle? Let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, you let us know, Michelle.
Oh, and we got a hey Bay from Rachel. What's going on,
my
Bay?
Bay. What's up, Bay?
That's what I said. Bay's on there. Who do you think I said when there's Bay?
Oh.
There you go. Some more Bell.
Thank you.
Bell of the ball. Will he want to play?
Somebody
for his
wants
rival?
us to get. Dave wants us to get Scooter Jeanette.
I'm not in.
Yeah, no, I'm not down.
I'm not 100%. I mean, granted, he's a good talent.
Yeah.
I still feel I already made like my off-season checklist, and I've had it in the back of my head for a while. It's not because I have no faith. So don't at me. And if you do at me, that's at Diamond Hoggers. You'll see Clint on there. But I do think they end up re-signing Dozier, and I think it's going to be pretty low base and a high incentive contract.
You think he's our new Utley? He takes that role?
Something along those lines.
Okay.
I mean, he's still too young. Somebody will probably give him the money, but I feel a certain way about that boy. Who do I feel? No, I think he's going to be a little bit better.
I would agree. I think he's definitely driven down his value though in his time with the Dodgers.
We have those Dozier Stadium shirts.
Welcome
we
to
do have those Dozier Stadium shirts.
Dodgers
Go to DodgersNation.com/shop.
Yeah.
I'd say let's get in one more, and then we'll go ahead and end the podcast side and kind of get the rest of it
Keep going with the live.
For a little bit longer. But Derek asked, and I know this is one you'll like, Will Smith soon? He's too busy getting jiggy with it.
He is too busy getting jiggy with it. Like you said, in the summertime.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, for sure. Look, I mean, he's good, but right now he's frustrated. I mean, his parents just don't understand. And he's spending a lot of time in Miami. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's the Willennium. We're in the Willennium. So it will be his time soon.
God damn you.
God damn, I'm good. But yeah, as far as Will Smith, I'm not sure. I mean,
really, he didn't take, even though it's very obvious, he didn't take an entire taxi all the way from Philly. That's where he used to spend his days playing basketball.
Well, yeah, shooting some hoops. Yeah, no, I mean, Will Smith, I think he's like 2 years away from being major league ready. Mm-hmm. But he's there's a lot of hype about him in the system. The team is excited about him. Mm-hmm. But I mean, if he continues to ascend and we end up with like a Real Muto, I think he becomes a major trade piece.
Yeah,
for a big major trade piece.
Yep.
For a big deadline deal.
I did not go to rehearsal.
You weren't there, but you know what? Friend of the show, Hamilton Cerna has joined. That's non-championship third baseman from Netflix and Chill. I'm sorry Kevin's here. I know. But thanks for hanging out with us, Hamilton.
Hammy's here?
Yeah, he's here.
Oh, we
hello, longtime friend of the show here.
Longtime friend.
The guy who left an inning early.
First-time listener, long-time caller.
He left. Hey, everybody. You guys in Facebook side, unlike that Hamilton comment, because he left the Dodgers 13-inning game an inning early.
1 inning early. I told him to stay. I was yelling at people. If you guys saw us, we're in
you
section
were delirious.
41. I was deliriously drunk and yelling at people to stay in like the 11th and 12th inning.
Wait, did you have the glow?
A little bit of.
Did I have the glow?
A little bit of the glow?
Yeah, I had the glow.
The glow. Oh, a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was
like, about 5 in.
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty good. Yeah. I was pretty lit. I mean, me and FRG were just leaning on each other afterwards. Our whole row cleared out.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This is 2 days recovery for my voice to still be a little hoarse. Hi, I'm Little Hoarse.
What a game.
All right,
what a game.
On podcast side, thanks for hanging out, guys. We're gonna resume your normally scheduled programming, I guess.
Good luck with that.
And it's gonna be what? One last note.
A rough edit.
Nah, that's not that bad. I know what I'm doing. I think that'll be pretty easy to put together.
Yeah, that was fun.
Okay,
so make sure you guys tomorrow it'll be out on iTunes, on Stitcher, on Spotify.
It might be a little later. I'm going to the bar tonight, and I'm already running a bit behind, so I got to go home and put on.
Sometime tomorrow it'll be out before the game.
You going to Applebee's?
No, I went to Applebee's last night, actually.
Oh, okay.
The real Applebee's.
Yes.
Hamilton was very disappointed when I sent him the real thing. Oh, no, Brian. No, don't say it, Brian. I don't know if he's saying no Harper.
What did Brian say?
I don't know if Brian is saying no Harper or no
to
Harper.
A guy above him who said the Dodgers.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, Kevin Banuelos asked if he thinks if we think the Dodgers are contenders for Bryce Harper.
No.
I saw one.
He's going to the Cubs.
Yeah, I think he's going to the Cubs as well.
I saw a good one. I skipped by it, but I think it said, does Grandal score more runs than he gives up?
No. Well, what was his playoff WAR? Wasn't it -6?
Yeah, he was -6. His wins of win probability added was the exact negative amount as the positive of Justin Turner, who we all know JT is amazing.
Yes,
it's got to be at like -8 by now, honestly.
Yeah,
that dude literally costs your team runs.
Yeah, that's pretty goddamn awful.
Andre _CA7. Good question. Y'all don't believe in Keibert Ruiz? I do.
I do too, but
just
I mean,
not next season.
Yeah, not next season. That's the thing.
He's not ready. He's a young boy.
He is. He's that's true. Yeah. He's really young. Actually, what is he? 19, something like that.
Yeah, he's the catcher of the future. He's the dude we're going to rely on, but not. Yeah, just
we got a small window to win the championship, multiple championships, and right now we can't be counting on youngsters just yet.
No, and that's the thing. That's the thing with guys like Keibert Ruiz, with Will Smith, with some of these other much younger guys. Even a Gavin Lux, who will be ready in about 2 years. Yeah. But these younger guys,
you're super high on.
I'm really high on Gavin Lux. I think he's going to be awesome. But these younger guys, remember, the whole strategy for the Dodgers isn't to have a championship window and then let it close and rebuild. It's to rebuild while you are competing for championships.
Sustainability.
So it's sustainability. It's having 2-3 decades of guys who are going to give you a chance to win it all or win the division and get you into the playoffs. It's you want to be in the playoffs every single year, and thus far it's worked.
And most importantly, be able to tell the San Francisco Giants,
in your face, sucker.
Yes. Tell San Francisco to suck it.
Oh, I said in your face.
Oh, in your face. Well, I heard the in your face sucker. So
yeah.
So real quick, I just want to give some props to me. So last week's podcast, if you listened, my Game 5 Kershaw prediction, because I say Kershaw always does this in the playoffs. He starts off with a bad game, then has a good game, or he does the opposite. He starts off with a good game, has a bad game. So he started off with a bad game in Game 1. So I said Game 5 he was going to pitch 7 innings, 90 pitches, no earned runs, 6 strikeouts. I was close. He ended up with 7 innings pitched, looks like I said, 98 pitches, 1 earned run, 9 strikeouts.
Way off on that one.
I was so off on that. I was 100% off on that run.
And you could get some more of those sweet, sweet hot takes. All you got to do is just go follow at Kev is your friend on Instagram and Twitter.
He'll be posting his lotto numbers.
I will be posting my lotto wins numbers after I win the lotto.
Split that 960.
Yes?
I will split that $5 with whoever follows me.
And there was a question about like Miley pitching tomorrow. You think he's going to do another one pitch and gone?
No, Miley will go 4 or 5 innings probably. I think that's why they only pitched him the one.
Who's winning this chess game with Counsell and Roberts?
Well, we're up 3-2. I would say Roberts, right?
Yeah, we give we give Mr. Doc the points.
I don't. The only thing that I take issue with, and I think you take issue with this too, and Gary, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this. I don't like him burning David Freese so early in the game. David Freese is a late inning, ice in his veins, black mamba.
I see what you did. He didn't intend it, honestly. That's I could sense you didn't.
Ice to meet you.
Yeah.
But he's like that. He's the dude who's like you want in a clutch situation.
Right.
He's like a Turner. He's like a Taylor. Those are the guys that you want late situations. And when you burn him early in the game, it doesn't make any sense because then you can't use him. And he's not a guy who, historically, we'll be honest, does a lot at the beginning. He gets his hits and his big plays 7th, 8th, 9th inning. That's just who he is.
That's what I was thinking of during when Barnes was up at bat.
Yeah.
And Kershaw was back there. And then you got Puig warming up. And I'm like, man, this is how Counsell punked Roberts.
Yeah.
Into that move.
Yeah.
And that's what he's done this multiple times. And
this
is the problem with this whole analytics thing too. Like I like analytics, but
when it comes
too
to
predictable.
these
moves is predictable in the playoffs.
Yeah, like we were saying, it kind of it seemed, or like we said in the podcast, actually, it kind of sort of seemed like Dave called the bluff.
Yeah.
Especially with Bellinger leading off at the top, even though they're not going to say, "Oh, we knew what we were doing" in a way, but I think they knew what they were doing in a way.
Yeah.
It's like they're good at this.
Comments are like Counsell like saving Miley for Game 8.
I'd like to challenge. Hey, do you guys wonder if he ever wishes Counsell, that is, that he can challenge challenges?
I'm sure he does.
That dude loves throwing in the flag.
Oh, my God. All he does is complain. That guy is the kid in high school who was like, "Oh, teacher, you forgot to give us homework for the weekend." He's just that kid that you want to slap in the back of the head. Just, oh, God,
it's so funny. Like, if you didn't hear him where he talks, like, he's kind of like, he's got a deep voice.
But he looks like he's 12 years old.
He looks like he'd be like, "Oh, I think he did something bad."
He's like the annoying little brother.
Exactly.
Who sets you up to get in trouble. He's telling, hey, mom, watch, Yasiel over there watching like, I couldn't think of a name. Watch Yasiel there, and then get him ready, and then boom.
By mom, you mean Joe West.
Yeah, Joe West. And Joe West has that mom stare.
Yeah,
Joe West has a good mom stare.
Joe West is a little matronly.
Yeah,
a little bit. I can see that. He's a bit of a mom.
He does look pregnant.
Starkness again. Starkness01 over on Twitch. Thanks for hanging out with us. He asked, "Will Utley come back as a coach in any capacity, or with Philly, or just retire?"
God, we talked about this. I really, really want to see Utley as our bench coach next season, and the Dodgers need to bring him back in some kind of coaching capacity because the dude is awesome. Like, he's a great influence on the team. He has essentially been their pitching coach for the last
month and a half.
And a half. Yeah, I mean,
after he hit that the DL with an injury that one time, then it's like, I got to figure out something to do. So that part of my off-season list of the things that I said I think are going to happen, like, Grandal going away to Colorado, everything plus a little bit of a kitchen sink to get Real Muto. I think we may make some on-field personnel changes. One, I think Rick Honeycutt finally does retire.
I think so.
And I'm going to be sad. It's also going to be sad to see Mark Pryor take that spot after one season, but it is what it is.
Unless Oral comes out of the booth and decides he wants to be the pitching coach.
Was he really ever a good pitching coach, though? He didn't I
don't think he's ever been a pitching coach.
He was a pitching coach in Texas in the early 2000s.
Really? Yeah.
Very, very short lived
Well, did he have the horses, though? I mean, did he have good pitchers?
He was there when
he did Major League Baseball, nothing to horses.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I thought he was... My bad.
Some people's kids.
I don't know.
What's that? Friend of the show.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's somebody have like horses, like good pitchers.
Did he have like the good pitchers at the time?
No, of course not.
Yeah, well,
he had Chan Ho Park.
Yeah, see, there's only so much you could do with Chan Ho Park. No offense, Gary.
Drop kicker.
Sorry,
is that the drop kicker?
That's drop kick.
That's drop kicker.
Yeah, remember he drop kicked.
Who
was it? Tim Salmon or something?
No, it was Tim Belcher.
Was it Tim Belcher? Oh,
Yeah.
crap. Yeah, former Dodger Tim Belcher.
Tim Belcher.
Oh, yeah. Angels. Dodgers spring training. You got to love that.
No. That was the interleague series. That was during the season. That was 2001.
No, because they were wearing their. Oh, that's right. They were doing the ugly jerseys.
Yeah, that was during
dark times.
Remember late 90s, early 2000s kids when there was a couple teams with ugly ass jerseys. The Dodgers had a really bad one at one point too that they only wore for a season. I think it was like 98. There was some terrible jersey.
The super blue throwbacks.
Yeah. Sorry, we're good.
So part of also my continuing my moves, I think with all of the amount of major or big league managerial jobs open right now.
Yes.
I think Bob Guerin might get called into one and maybe look at it, but that's your opening. I think Utley can look at being that bench coach, and I mean it's a perfect transition right back. He's staying there. He's hanging out with his boys that he loves. He wants to be there. He wants to be able to reprimand the fellas.
Absolutely.
It makes a lot of sense. So hashtag Utley for bench coach 2019.
And I don't mind seeing Utley as our hitting coach too, because you will see a lot more guys lean into those pitches.
I really don't.
See a lot of HBPs.
I don't know how I feel about Puig.
We gotta give Adrian Gonzalez a big shout out right now. He just tweeted 15 minutes ago. Congrats to the Red Sox and Dodgers for getting to the World Series.
Ooh,
Aegon. Hot takes right there, man.
We got to get him on the podcast before the
I
gotta
retweet
opens.
this right now, man.
Wait, did he at least mention at Dodgers Nation?
No.
Okay, so here's the thing. None of us will say that the Dodgers are going to the World Series, nor should any of you, because that'll totally jinx it. We are hoping that we can win one of these two games in Milwaukee so that we have the opportunity to go to the World Series. But in the chance that does happen, if you're Adrian Gonzalez, who do you root for? You played for both teams.
Oh, Dodgers.
Or do you just go rogue
Dodgers
and root for the Padres?
Hey, you want to say hi to the real Gavin Lux? He just joined the show real quick on Periscope.
Hey, what's going on, Gavin? Hey, we were talking about you earlier, Gavin.
Biggest fan right here.
Actually,
we're super high on you, Gavin. 100.
Yeah, 100%. I can't wait for Gavin Lux to be on this team. That dude is awesome.
Somebody asked with J.D. Chamberlain 15, Rocky Gale on the World Series roster.
Holy crap! Yes, let's bring on
that is good.
Rocky Gale and Tim Locastro. How excited! How excited would Brooke?
J.D. Chamberlain wins. hey, Brooke Smith and Diamond Hoggers. Brooke Me 3 and Diamond Hoggers would be all about that. Those are those boys. Rocky
J.D. Chamberlain, is your first name Joba? You let us know
in the comments to the
side.
Are
you a former Yankees pitcher?
Shout out to Tyler.
Please tell us.
Tyler who? Hi guys, go Dodgers. What's going on? Rib count?
Rib count.
Is that
I
Joe
saw them
Kelly?
once at the.
Is that Joe Kelly?
Maybe. Ding. Oh wait, I don't have that.
There it is.
Be careful of Joe Kelly.
Hey, we're facing him again.
Yeah. Watch out for Joe Kelly.
We are not facing him again. We are potentially
when the Dodgers
Aegon,
win.
Are you doubting Aegon right now?
Yeah, absolutely, I'm doubting Aegon.
But not forgotten.
Aegon.
We are going to a Game 6 against the Brewers. We have to win that game.
Oh, I gotta give
shout out. Start talking about the World Series.
I gotta give the shout out to that dude Alex Knighty for showing us that tweet. So
Gavin Lux, if you're still here, next spring training, you got to set it up because, well, not even. You got his number. You got him somewhere. Call Aegon. I want Aegon to race Kevin. I really do think Aegon's going to win.
Oh, in a foot race?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, no.
Aegon's coming back.
My money.
You heard about that. Destroy Aegon in a foot race.
My money's also on Rafi Palmeiro. He's going to beat you, too.
I mean, he's going to tell on me. So let's be real. This says I will be juicing before that.
Ooh, cool Kevin and cool Alex. I don't know these people. What's up, my brothers? What's going on, Julissa? That's a name. Can we hit Hader? Where do you want to? Do you want to punch him?
Yeah.
I want to know, Nick. I
Look,
think
the guy's gonna die of a meth overdose soon. Let's just let him live his life.
Well, people are getting mad at Aegon for tweeting that.
Yeah, I'm kind of mad at Aegon for tweeting that.
To answer your question, no, I do not think we can hit Josh Hader. I don't think anybody can hit Josh Hader right now. That dude sold his soul to the meth devil.
Yeah, that dude sold his soul to David Duke.
I don't know. The guy reminds me.
The meth devil. Hit that like if you want to see FRG talk more about the meth devil.
Karma's going to hit him back.
What's going on, North Shore 9?
He's going to hit him. Man.
We saw that with Roberto Osuna, who is just an absolute piece of crap. But we saw him in, what was it, Game 4, I think it was. Game 3, Game 4? Game 3. Game 3. Get absolutely shelled by Jackie Bradley Jr.
Oh, yeah.
And that was a grand slam off of Osuna, who's supposed to be the Astros closer, because he's a garbage human being. I want to see that happen.
They also had a bad closer last year.
Josh Hader, that's true. Ken Giles.
We've seen.
He was really good at punching himself.
He was very good at punching himself. See, that's the one thing. That's where the Red Sox are going to have issues, whether they play the Brewers or the Dodgers, is their bullpen is good but not great. They have to use Porcello, I feel like, every game. And Craig Kimbrell, there's something off.
Oh, yeah.
There's something wrong right now with
Not a
Craig
very
Kimbrell.
good platform season for him in free agency. That's for damn sure.
No, not at all. And there's something off
sorry,
with
it's
his
Steve,
mechanics.
not Julissa. It's Steve. They have one of those shared Facebook accounts.
They're basically the same person.
Steve.
Oh, by
Lissa.
the way, nothing says one of us cheated like a shared Facebook account.
Oh, no.
So well done on that one,
friend
Steve
of the
Orjalissa.
show. Friend of the show. That is at Brooke
At
Me 3.
Diamond Hoggers.
That is at Brooke Me 3.
At Diamond Me 3.
Oh, man.
Brooke Hoggers. Brooke, can
Brooke
you change
Hoggers.
your name to Brooke Hoggers?
Is Brooke
I don't know
here?
if you're watching.
No,
Probably not.
Brooke doesn't ever
Brooke
watch
Brooke
these.
doesn't pay attention.
Where's Brooke?
He's too busy to be our senior editor.
He was like 5 minutes away. We need to throw something at him.
Brooke? He's not. Is he there yet? Is he? I thought he's still on BFE.
No, I think his lady's in Pasadena, so he
Oh, he's
So,
trying to get
he
some of
sleeps
that.
on the couch.
Michelle Carter keeps talking about a Dodgers curse. Michelle, what specific Dodgers curse are you talking about?
What caused the curse?
I did hear Kike curse when he missed an opportunity. He was like,
Oh, yeah.
No, that was Bellinger. I think it was
No,
Bellinger.
Bellinger, the double-handed bat slap.
Yeah, that was
bat slam.
That was clutch.
Oh, Dolores Sanchez, who's one of my Facebook friends, though I haven't met her in person. Did the fans welcome Hader? Yes, they did.
Ooh, why do you think this voice is still like this?
Yeah, I was there Game 3. We booed the hell out of Josh Hader. Mm-hmm. That crowd didn't come to life very often, but it came to life when he came into the game.
So, I mean, is Michelle talking about the Dodgers curse as in like 30
that it's
years?
been 30 years?
It's not really a curse. It's just we've been bad, or I can't say bad luck because
it's just the ownership
changes. We only get lucky against Jim Jeffress. Let's be real.
That's a good
or
point,
Jeremy
right?
Jeffress.
Yes.
Whatever, but and his injured weenus, yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think
having
it's a curse
stroke?
so much. I mean, there wasn't like we didn't turn somebody away with a goat. We didn't trade away Babe Ruth. We didn't do anything like that. There wasn't like a weird curse like that. It was just there's been a lot of turmoil. Mm-hmm. And then I mean, over the last 6 years, I guess you could say it's been cursed, but we've won the NL West 6 years in a row. We've been to 3 out of 5 NLCSs over the last 5 years. We went to the World Series last year. We're on the brink of potentially going to the World Series this year for the 2nd year in a row. I can't really say that that's like a curse. If that's a curse, that's a hell of a curse.
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
Well, I don't know. It'd be cursed to be like right there every time, but then.
I mean, that would be, we'd
like
basically be the San
purgatory.
Jose Sharks of
Yeah.
baseball if we did that.
Yeah.
I don't understand what these words are.
Well, what do you guys think about Ryu pitching Game 6?
I love
We got to
it.
talk about that.
I love it. That's my
remember,
boy.
I was on a cruise boat
Ryu, that's my
for
boy.
Game 2.
Hyunjin Ryu, right?
Yes, we were.
You were on a cruise with Ryu.
Yeah, and he flew in. Yeah, no, but he was. I mean,
Boilers,
I had to
sorry.
follow it on Twitter. Diamond Hoggers or Brian Robitaille was doing the game, and then
That
I couldn't
fan
really
Twittercast?
see anything. You told me it wasn't a pretty sight, and that's why.
No.
I'm just wondering, like,
a
not
solid
Ryu,
game.
but I mean, but the entire game. The hitting was horrible, and everything. I just
think
wanted to get a catch up. with you guys.
We talked to Houston Mitchell about it. And it was one of those games where if it was a regular season game, he was staying in there and he was probably going 7 innings and giving up 2, maybe 3 runs. But instead, they pulled him in 4 with some runners on. So it wasn't that. That's where it's not the prettiest. It was kind of like we needed something to be done in that situation. And you know what? I mean, give the team, give Roberts credit. He read the room, and it ended up working out. We won that game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It wasn't the end of the world. We did not die. Nobody got hurt.
We did not die. So I saw up here on your
Curse of Piazza?
I saw the Curse of Piazza. I don't look the Piazza trade. I think I cried when Piazza got traded. I was pretty young, but I was really upset. But I don't. I think if they had traded Piazza in like 1990, like 2 years after they won the World Series, that might have been kind of a curse. And I don't think that one counts. It's a little too late after they won. I think it was literally 10 years after they won the World Series. So I don't know that the Piazza thing makes sense, but still a bad trade.
I think time's up, guys. We've gone long.
Have we?
Time's up.
We've had some fun.
Holy crap! It's 8:30 and I haven't eaten dinner.
Oh my! You had a bag of chips.
I had a tiny bag of Lay's that luckily, owner of the Dodgers, Gary Lee,
give it to Lucas, intern Lucas.
Thank you to our intern Lucas.
That's his lunch chips. He gave it to you guys.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Man, that is.
We unfortunately don't pay our intern. Apparently, we just give him room and board.
Yeah, pretty much.
No. Also
food.
treats.
And
Also
food.
treats.
And
Yeah,
treats.
things like that.
Yeah.
Room, board. Isn't
And
board
LaCroix.
part of food?
All the LaCroix that he can drink.
Pretty much.
So again, we are. I'm Clint. That's Kevin. We are the Blue Heaven podcast people.
Hold on, I've got a favorite comment. Pizza dumped on the team that gave him an opportunity. I hated when we traded away that pizza. It was delicious.
So Blue Heaven Podcast, new episodes every Wednesday, except for when we're doing this in the middle of postseason, because then we do a couple of them, and they're fantastic. Don't forget, also, a friend of the show, Greg Bergman, will be alive and well-ish by postgame tomorrow, where he can suck down some delicious whiskey on screen. So we're playing We Are the Champions, even though that'll get taken down by Facebook.
Yeah,
but,
the celebratory DM postgame. Let's hope.
Yes.
Yeah, Bergman, come on over to my house. You can have some scotch.
Mm-hmm.
You do the show from my place.
You could kiss him
a little bit
bigger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kiss him a little bit.
Kiss him a little bit.
Thanks for having me on. I'm not going to do this again.
You were.
I suck.
I wanted you to be better.
Again, you can follow us.
I need to prepare a lot better than
at
this.
Real FRG, at Kev is your friend, at Mr. Gary Lee. You can find both of us on Twitter and Instagram. You can find him on Twitter.
No.
No, I hide.
I hide. All right. Bye, everybody.
Adios.